Wait! You bastard! I'll kill you!
Toland.
Osiris, how did the attack go?
Panin was captured, and Wei Ning is dead. Shot by Dredgen Yor.
Eriana never should have ordered that attack. And now her arrogance has killed the Resistance's prize fighter.
How's the encryption going?
Still slow. Listen, you need to keep a close eye on the others. Grief makes people reckless, and we need to lay low until the weapon is finished.
All right. Osiris out.
Hey, gorgeous! Any chance of you letting me go?
No.
Oh, come on, Marin. We're friends, right?
No.
But
No, I can't let you go, Panin. If I did, Dredgen Yor would kill me, and then...
And then what?
Never mind. The point is, you're not worth my life.
Well, could you at least get me some food or water or something? I'm starving!
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thanks, Marin. Thank you.
Sir.
Mansanus, I assume you're here for your payment.
Among other things.
Such as?
Panin wants food.
I will see to that shortly. Anything else?
The last time we spoke, you said you needed me here, and then the Resistance showed up. You knew they were going to attack, didn't you?
Yes.
Which means the Resistance has a spy in their midst.
Maybe. Maybe not. This is not your concern, Mansanus. I would advise you not to dig too deep into it.
Alright. What about my payment?
Everything has a price, and I wonder if you are prepared to pay it.
I've done everything you've asked. You promised me 10 times what we agreed upon. Now I need you to honor your side of the deal.
The glimmer has been sent to you.
And the other thing?
Like I said, there are consequences to that much power. Those old bones have their own agenda, and you may not be able to control it. Are you prepared to sacrifice your life for one last shot at saving his?
Ryan is everything to me. I'd die for him in an instant.
Yet nothing is ever that simple. Does he know how many people you've killed for him?
No.
And it would surely break him if he found out.
You know what I want. Just tell me where to find it.
The last beast I slew was on coordinates 314271.
Thank you.
One last thing. Be careful what you wish for.
Hey, how are you holding up?
Terribly.
You want to talk about it?
Not really.
Are you sure?
I said no, Marcus. I just want to be left alone.
We're all grieving, Eriana. It might hurt less if we did it together.
This is more than grief. I never should have ordered that attack. All of this is my fault.
Wei wouldn't want you to blame yourself like that.
Do you know the last thing she said to me before we left? This is on your head now. If we fail, you're taking the blame.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Look, I'm sure she didn't mean it like that. You know she loved you. She wouldn't want you to beat yourself up over this.
None of that changes what she said or how I feel. I just don't know how to deal with all of this.
All of what?
All of my emotions. I have all this rage and fury and grief, and I'm terrified I won't be able to contain it. And then there's the guilt and shame and restlessness. I feel like I have to do something, anything, that's not just sitting around, but that would only make things worse.
I get that.
You're just a kid. What would you know about my feelings?
I might act immature sometimes, but trust me, I've been through more than you know.
Then tell me about it.
It was 6 years ago. I was driving my Sparrow around the city when I saw the tower on fire. Of course, I rushed in to see what was going on, and on the way I contacted Enoch Bast. He was my best friend at the time. Together we walked into the ruins of the tower, and that's when we saw him, Dredgen Yor. He was standing in front of St. 14 with Thorn aimed at his head. We ducked behind cover to avoid being spotted, but Enoch didn't want to hide. He wanted to fight. Enoch, no! Don't be stupid!
I can't do nothing, Marcus. We have to help St. 14.
And end up dead? Come on, Enoch, we'd be more useful calling in reinforcements. At least that way we stand a chance.
I'm sorry, Marcus, but I cannot stand by and watch a Guardian die.
You'll only get yourself killed.
I'd rather die honorably than live as a coward.
Enoch threw away his life when he should have stayed put. And I spent years replaying that night over and over again in my head, imagining how things would have changed if I stood my ground. Maybe then Enoch would still be alive. So, yeah, I understand what you're going through.
You never said anything about that before.
I wanted to leave it all behind me. And I tried so hard, but I just couldn't let go. And that's why I joined this resistance in the first place. To get back on Yor.
Well, you better get in line then. And trust me, it'll be a long line.
I can be patient, but that monster murdered thousands of good people. And one of those was my friend. When the time comes, I want to be the one to look him in the eye when I shoot him.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have to wait for Toland's weapon to be completed.
Hey, Toland. I want to ask you a few things.
Fire away.
How did the shadows track us?
I don't know for sure,
but you have a theory.
Maybe. My weapon is touched by the darkness, and that means it gives off a certain energy frequency. The shadows could be tracking that frequency, but it shouldn't even be possible to detect unless you're on the same planet as it.
Either way, they found us once. Do you think they'll attack again?
Yes. I'd wager they'll try to ambush us once the weapon is completed, but I don't know for sure.
I guess I'd better start training again then. I need to be able to hold my own against Oros.
In more ways than one.
What's that supposed to mean?
Uros fights with her words as well as her fists. She will taunt you over Wei's death, and you need to be able to block her out.
Huh. What if I tried that tactic on her? Find something she's sore about, and use it to knock her off guard.
Good luck with that. Uros might have weaknesses, but she spent most of her career masking her emotions. She won't falter easily.
Alright. I guess I'll just have to beat Oros the old-fashioned way.
Good. I would suggest you get back to your training. We still have another week or two before the weapon's finished.
We need to talk.
About?
Dredgen Yor.
This had better be good. You know Yor doesn't approve of people talking about him behind his back.
He likes to pretend he knows everything.
He more or less does know everything. Everything that matters, anyway.
That's why I need you to stay quiet about this.
Alright. What do you want to say?
I'm worried about Dredgen Yor. He's becoming reckless.
Explain.
After he killed Wei Ning, he just let the others walk away. We had every advantage then. We should have just killed them all. Instead, we keep waging this tiresome war. Why?
Dredgen Yor knows what he's doing, and if you disagree, you can tell him that to his face.
I'm not that stupid. I'm just saying, he's never been exactly stable.
Okay, let's assume he's insane and incompetent, just for the sake of argument. What can we do about it? Nothing. Even if you get the Resistance and the Outrider to help, he'd still survive anything we could throw at him.
I just need to know how you feel about this, Oros.
I think Dredgen Yor really does know what he's doing. But one day he's going to make a mistake that will end up killing him. And then I'll just move on to whoever can pay me after that.
Thank you for your honesty.
Don't thank me yet. If Dredgen Yor catches wind of this conversation, you'll have to do a lot more explaining than me.
I'll be fine.
For your sake, I hope you're right. Because if Yor suspects any dissent, he won't hesitate to kill us both.
I'm aware.
Pahanin! Back a sec! Get Eriana, quick!
How did you escape?
I didn't! Dredgen Yor, he just let me go!
Explain?
He said I should go back to my friends. He told me to enjoy the last few weeks of my life.
He's planning something, isn't he?
Yes.
What is it?
I have no idea, but knowing Dredgen Yor, it's going to be big.
Sir, I've recovered Kratos' body, as well as his notes.
Good. I assume you've read them.
Yes, sir.
I discovered some personal journals from Praedyth's workshop myself. One of them mentions a matrix engine. Care to elaborate on that?
It's a theoretical device. Praedyth drew some blueprints for it, but as far as we know, we never built it.
I need you to start construction on it.
You know what it does, right?
Of course I do.
Alright, boss. I'll get to work.
Good. But I have a feeling you'll need to work quickly. The Resistance are becoming bolder. If they launch another attack,
The other shadows can deal with the resistance.
we will see about that. For now, begin working on the Matrix engine as fast as you can.
Yes, sir.